Greetings, galactic citizens! Welcome to Ahsoka Chronicles. We here on CouchSoup's Ahsoka coverage team just watched the first 2 episodes of Star Wars Ahsoka, and we are eager to break it down and share some thoughts. I'm Stef Watson, a writer here at CouchSoup.
I'm Brandy. I'm the senior editor and writer at CouchSoup.
I'm Lily Kay, and I am also a writer and a content creator for CouchSoup.
And I'm Tom. I'm a writer and editor for CouchSoup, and apparently second in command recently.
I have the power.
You have the power.
And we're going to start things off with just our spoiler-free reactions, so you can keep listening if you haven't seen the episodes yet. We'll let you know when we go into spoiler territory. So for me, oh my God, it's so beautiful.
It's a huge holy crap moment.
It's beautiful. Beautiful. The music is amazing. Just hearing Ahsoka's theme and a brand new arrangement.
The rock theme for Sabine, like when she was like, just like, screw this. That was great. It fit her well. I think she's my new hero. Are we all loving Sabine? I'm loving Sabine.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. She's spot on.
Lily, what do you think?
There are some great casting directors there, that's for sure. I really like the feel of it. Special effects are on point, and I do have some fears with it now that we got the first 2 episodes, but we're going to get into that in the spoiler part.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but all together, it looks gorgeous. Just gorgeous, and Rosario Dawson is the best.
Oh, yeah.
She really is.
She nails it. She is. Yeah. She is.
She
Ahsoka.
is. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Tom, what did you think, my dear?
Oh, thank you, my dear.
What was that?
I do not like the accent of my thing, my dear.
Are you Italian now? What the frack?
They'll come and go. No, I enjoyed it. I will say, compared to Andor's premiere, I liked Andor's a bit better. I feel like more happened in that one, but like that was like 3 episodes instead of 2. But no, I agree with like Lily, you guys. It looked great. My only thing, and it's just because I'm always notice it. That first, it's not as well. Like the first scene, the green screen to me was a bit more noticeable. Like I could see. I'm like, oh, so they're obviously on a stage or something. But that was just like a minor thing. And yeah, overall, I enjoyed watching it.
I think it might have, like Tom said, had a little bit of a slower burn than Andor, which just sort of hit you right from the beginning.
It was like action basically right at the beginning. But this was kind of like,
I mean, here as well.
Yeah, but it just seems like this is more of a build-up to something that really big is going to happen. It just feels like foreboding and just like,
as it should be, because the lack of blue booty in here was very disturbing.
I was waiting the entire time.
I'm sure we will get to it.
I was waiting the whole time for the blue booty to grace us with his presence, and then that was the biggest letdown. It was
tragic. It was a very big letdown. Yeah.
Do we think he's even going to show up until like the last episode?
Ooh,
if they listen,
I wouldn't put it past them.
Listen. If they do that,
if they dash to do that.
No, it's that one thing that one clip, the one clip they showed at Celebrations, just like he walks, doesn't talk.
Yeah, that's it. That's all we get.
I'm gonna murder everyone at this one.
She's gonna go all Chopper on your asses.
Chopper? Like, just channeling all my Sith inside, like Darth Vader, Kylo Ren, Starkiller, everyone is just gonna come out and be like, you motherfuckers.
I think Chopper has killed more people. I really do.
He just translates really well in live action. I'm glad they took time to animate him to the extent that they've animated.
Well,
you can actually hear him.
Yeah.
I could understand him. I was like,
yes.
I can talk droid.
Yeah.
I'm so smart.
Speaking droid.
Oh yeah.
I don't have to actually put subtitles on Chopper.
I will immediately just pour some knowledge on you all. They did change him. He can now turn his head like this, and you can actually see the motorics going up and down. So it's not only just turning around his head, it's like up, down, everything. So it's more expressive.
He is very expressive for a friggin' bucket droid. Like, he's just a bucket with arms, and he's just always so pissed off. I'm feeling the Chopper love in these episodes. Like, I love him.
I will add also that I think the pacing of these 2 episodes was good for those who may not have seen Rebels to get hints at what was important for them to know without just kind of throwing it all at you. And you're like, what? Who is this person? Why are they here? We're transitioning to spoilers now. So if you haven't seen the episodes and you don't want to be spoiled, pause it right here. Just put a little bookmark, watch the episodes, come back.
And come back.
Yes, because you're going to want to hear this.
Yep.
I'm going to jump right in with there was a red logo and a red text in the opening scroll. That
was different.
Ominous, quite, because I remember when the Bad Batch came out and we had red. Oh no, it was in the last 4 episodes of Clone Wars, right?
In Clone Wars, that's what started. They started with Clone Wars with the Darth Maul when he was reintroduced. It's like all of like the big episodes have the red logo.
I don't know what it was, but the explosions, like when Hera is going after that ship, just I don't know what it was, like that the popping sounds of the explosions. I was just like, ooh, I got goosebumps. It was weird.
Which Star Wars still hasn't learned that you cannot hear sound in space.
They were in the atmosphere.
It's true.
They were
It was
in
still
the atmosphere, so it
yes.
counts.
They hadn't gotten out of the atmosphere yet.
Right.
Kinda. Yeah, but they still they don't learn. They don't learn that very basic thing about space.
But
okay. Who was the person that called out that Morgan was a Night Sister?
Me.
Because you were correct.
I also called Ryder Azadi. Tom knows what I'm talking about.
And the Loth Cat.
Oh, the Loth Cat. Oh my God. I'm glad they took time on the animation for the Loth Cat.
Wasn't it an animatronic?
It was an animatronic, yeah.
It's
You know,
fine.
if I have to go in there and kill everyone at Lucasfilm because Throne is in it for like 5 minutes, then I can just grab you one. That's
Thank
it.
you.
You're in the neighborhood, so might as well just pick it up.
Yeah, might as well. Just get you one. Here's my thing about episode 1. I really liked how they started it off with, obviously a callback to The Mandalorian season 2, where Ahsoka made her first appearance in live action with the wonderful Rosario Dawson. And we are connecting back there. The trick of We Are Jedi. I was like, I'm so ready for this. Just, massacre immediately. Like what was the idea behind that guy's mind? Like, I'm just gonna let them on board. They can't do any harm or anything. Like they were just saying they are. And I was like,
bye, dude.
I feel like the reason that he let them on was because Jedi aren't really around. So he's probably thinking, oh, they're just going to be some random bounty hunters who are trying to use the Jedi name to scare people. I'm going to fucking dunk on these bitches. And then he realized, oh shit, Misa fucked. And then he died.
But the second they were standing in front of him, you can see the lightsabers. But shit, I fucked up. Nothing like that crossed his mind. No, but yeah, whatever. I was like,
he got cocky.
Dumb decisions right at the beginning. I was like, okay, sure, great.
They do reveal they got paid to be there.
They're mercenaries, right?
It's a nice added thing to them being not just simply Sith or Jedi. They are basically mercenaries or bounty hunters, maybe even.
Yeah.
Maybe it's in there as well. With them, I really like that they are properly worried about Ahsoka, as they should be. It's not in your face. I am worried about this Jedi. It's very subtle. Maybe we should pay attention to her and what she's doing. Who was reminded of video game puzzles when Ahsoka entered the temple?
Oh my God, I said the same thing.
Yeah.
I was like, oh hey, there's Uncharted in this.
I was thinking Fallen Order.
Yeah.
I didn't know who the figures on the wall were. Of course, they answer that later with the Night Sister reveal. So that's Night Sisters holding those little orbs.
The explosion down there.
Yeah, holy crap.
Yes. Oh my God.
Proper making me nervous of fucking run. Just run.
Ahsoka calls the ship and it's Hu Yang flying the ship.
Fucking David Tennant.
Yeah, immediately Dan was like, I recognize that voice. I'm like, yeah, it's Doctor Who.
The other thing that I will quickly say about episode 1 and 2 as well is that, and that's my fear, it already feels like that 8 episodes won't be enough
It
with
does.
where they want to go with it.
Yeah.
It just feels like that if you're gonna push everything in here in this 8
Mhm.
episode, and it's still listed as a miniseries on IMDb.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Build off that fear you have of it just like not being enough. We already know Dave Filoni is going to have his own movie. My fear is that like it's not going to be enough, but it's just going to be leading into that. It's like it's not going to have a middle. It's going to end in the middle. And it's like, oh, tune in 3 to 4 years for the conclusion of this in whatever. Because I feel like that's a trend with a lot of like TV series. I like the Marvel series, they do that all the time. Like
Yeah.
you don't know how half of them end because like, oh, go watch
Mm.
this movie instead.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's what I'm like, don't do it. Don't I can see you doing it. Don't fucking do it.
I want to see Ezra.
I mean, we saw him.
Yeah, he was there.
Other than in the hollow.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
At least we saw him, assholes. I was so pissed off at the end of like I literally just scrolled through the end credits like very strong.
Nope.
Well,
just show me something.
think of it this way: people who liked Ezra got him in the first 2 episodes, then Thrawn's in the
Mhm.
last 6, and turns out Ezra's already dead.
I
Don't
mean,
you say
oh
that.
my god, that's so sad.
Tom?
I know, so yeah, but we don't know. It could be. He's in a state of alive and dead.
So okay, so he's Schrodinger's cat now. Okay.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is great.
He's Schrodinger's
true,
Jedi.
though.
Schrodinger's Jedi.
Except instead of the box, it's another galaxy. It's interesting, though, that when Ahsoka brought the information to Hera, that she said she assumed Thrawn had died at the Battle of Lothal.
Everyone assumed that he's dead.
Well, I mean, if you see a bunch of space whales grab onto a ship, glow blue, and disappear, do you
Yeah.
think you're gonna be alive?
Yeah, not really.
I mean, I feel like if
So that just reveals that the general thought was that
He's gone.
they weren't just lost,
Yeah.
that they were, yeah.
And here comes in my other fear with that scene, because obviously after that we change into Lothal and Sabine and whatever is going on there, and I feel like that once again we got a series and it's already a bit visible where it's like titled Ahsoka,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and we keep going away from Ahsoka
to Sabine,
Mm-hmm.
to Sabine
Yep.
and to her road and whatever, which I like Sabine, but I'm here for Ahsoka. I'm not gonna lie. I was a bit like, are we doing this again like we did with Loki and all that stuff? Like, because that didn't work out.
I'm hoping it's like, the first 2 episodes were very Sabine heavy, but I'm hoping it's just the group now.
Which would be fine and necessary, obviously, but then this, even in the second, it was like Sabine.
Yeah.
Like, we like Sabine, we got you, but like we here for the other girl, Ahsoka. Yeah,
I did not count the screen time for
True.
Ahsoka versus Sabine.
I think in the first episode it was closer to 50-50 from like my just general guessing.
Yeah.
But no, I had the exact same thought that just like, I'm watching Ahsoka. Or is this Sabine? I don't bloody know right now.
Like, I get it, and it's a good thing seeing these characters from Rebels in live action, obviously. But at the same time, I feel like that I'm hoping that I will put it like that Dave Filoni will go with mostly Ahsoka. And I get that she might get, a companion in Sabine, but I think the Rebel stuff is going to be pulled back a little. I'm not going to say it's my hope, but it kind of is, because I want this to be like Ahsoka focused.
I don't know. Like every character that came on the screen, I was just like, I love them. Like they were so good. Like the only one that seemed a little off and maybe a little awkward was the Sith non-Sith female. Like she just seems a little
Shin.
wooden to me, but I mean maybe she'll
Maybe that's a thing for her.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe
Mm.
she's just trying to figure herself out.
Yeah, I feel like maybe she's like she was brought in at a young age and only had Balin, who's like an old dude. She's like, I cannot socialize. I just have
Mm.
surrogate father.
Well, I will say that when Hu Yang tried to identify who they were based on the lightsabers and couldn't identify hers, I'm like, well, I'm going to tell you, because that lightsaber is shaped a lot like Kanan's. So,
Wasn't that
Wasn't it
lightsaber
exploded?
destroyed? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it
Because,
would have
like,
been.
but I think because Kanan was allergic, and I think his lightsaber
He was not allergic.
he was allergic to explosions.
Like most of us are, Tom.
Yeah, I think all of
True.
us would be. Yes, I agree with the Lily.
Well, we don't know unless we try. Have you been exploded before?
Have you?
Someone needs to explode Tom. See if he's allergic.
Jai Kell, a little bit deeper cut there if you don't remember the character, but Jai Kell from Rebels befriended Ezra when he had to
Okay.
infiltrate the Imperial
Yep,
Academy.
yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then
I
he
remember
was
now.
part of that last few episodes to help with liberating Lothal.
I do think that once Sabine was able to crack the map, which of course she had to take away. We all knew that that's going to happen. I was like, yeah, that's so smart.
Mhm.
It's good that you listen to your master. Whatever. And then she cracked it, and I think they missed such a huge opportunity because as soon as the map popped up, I was like, "Oh my god, are they going to go to Tanalur? Are they going to be Cal Kestis?" Because the beacon was the same.
Right.
Yeah,
It's a beacon
exact
connecting
identical.
the galaxies. I was like,
They use the
Hmm.
same style graphics and
and then
everything. Yeah.
they didn't go with that, and I was like,
No.
oh well,
Mm.
it would have been a fun little because we don't know about the third game, but presumably Cal Kestis is still there to
Yeah.
the best of our knowledge, so it would have been like a nice little
A little nugget.
just putting everything together kind of thing. But oh well, at last it didn't happen. I was like, well, kind of figures. But yeah, that was a chance there. That was a chance there. I see that chance there. But yeah, it was that part. I was like, once again, characters making dumb decisions.
Yes. We all knew that was
That's
going to
just Star
happen.
Wars in a nutshell.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
just Star
I
Wars in a
mean,
nutshell.
as soon as Ahsoka said, don't do it, we all knew she was
Oh,
going
that
to do
she's
it.
gonna-
She's gonna do it. She's
I
Sabine
mean,
Wren, of course.
I mean,
That's
and
what
I'd do it.
me and
and
who
we-
both said it at the same time.
Yeah.
That's Sabine. She's out.
And we all knew something stupid was going to happen. Like they were going to
Mhm.
come in and take the map from her that she had
Yeah.
just unlocked.
Mhm.
Surprise, surprise. Not surprised at
Well,
all.
if they didn't steal it, then there wouldn't be a show.
True,
True.
but it was so soon.
I think that fight at the end especially was like, I loved how drastically different it was compared to Ahsoka's fight scenes.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you do it, like, and like, nice.
Mm.
And obviously she survives that stab.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I was like,
Tis but a flesh wound.
oh yeah, it just went through her, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Like, right,
It's fine.
just slid through the gallbladder
Yeah.
and the lungs and whatever, and she's just fine.
Sure.
Who needs organs? Who needs organs, really?
It's a lightsaber. It cauterizes immediately.
True.
Like just
I mean, but still.
just
It wasn't like a little off to the side, man.
it was
Missed
just
some
her
important
pancreas.
stuff.
It's fine.
Free surgery.
Yeah, it
Free
took her
removal.
appendix out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nobody uses that.
Unless you eat grass, which don't eat grass.
Unless you're a cow.
Tom's a cow. He eats grass. Anyway,
Moo.
But Sabine unlocks the map. And
Mhm.
what I really found intriguing about that whole sequence is those little hints at Sabine's art everywhere. So you see
Yeah.
the art in the old comm tower where she's living. You see her look at the art that's on that bunk in Ahsoka's ship. Just the whole fact that she's essentially taking an artist's approach to researching the orb that's in her hand and looking at things from
but
an
didn't
artistic
she do that
perspective.
in the temple as
Yeah,
well? Like
she
in
did.
Rebels? Like
Yeah,
they
to help unlock the world between worlds.
yeah.
Mhm.
So I think that's it's kind of a nice little nugget that they went back to. Um, who do we think the Sith is?
I'm still gonna say it has to be Starkiller.
It seems a little random to just put a guy there.
Yeah, they're hiding his identity for some reason.
Or it's Ezra.
Oh,
How did Morgan know where Thrawn was if like they just disappeared without a trace?
I was questioning that as well. Like, the whole, we have a temple and it has a map that's gonna point us right into the direction of Throne.
There were images of the Purrgil in all those as well, so it could be that the Purrgil have a migration path, and so the map shows their migration path.
Didn't Balin hear Purrgil?
Yeah. They appeared
Yeah.
in episode 2.
Ooh, idea. Because you know how Ezra can communicate with animals and like the creatures.
Yeah.
What if
Mhm.
Thrawn
Yeah.
corrupts Ezra to make him more evil, gives him the red lightsaber, and then Ezra uses the Purrgil to get back, but like with the mask on, so no one knows who it is, and then like he's like helping get him back because now Ezra's evil.
Because he was there when the Purrgil
Was
showed
there?
up, when Balin saw
He
I
told
him.
them.
I don't want this to be true.
Oh,
Because like
I love
he could
that.
be so lost because like he's lost his master, he's lost all his family, he's just alone with this crazy good-looking blue guy, and he's just like, oh, I'm tempted. That's all. That's a juicy. That's juicy. And then gets seduced and
I
like
told you it was a
literally.
possibility. He's
It is.
already
That is
already like
Yeah, because otherwise, like the whole thing that, we just randomly have this temple here that has the exact map that we need to find Throne. And I'm like, but how did it got there? That fight was like, what, like couple of years ago? So who built that? Who put that map there? Like, how? Exactly? How are you gonna explain that? So, I'm sure it can be like some kind of ancient whatever, but I'm like, yeah, but it's like it happened recently, kind of recently. So what's the explanation there?
But which character has knowledge of how to time travel and who has done it before to save someone?
Ezra.
He could have gotten back and then traveled back
Yes.
in time to put the map there.
Oh yeah, I love that so much. Yeah.
he's been to the world between worlds. Yeah.
Yeah, he could just be like, okay, I need to do this. He jumps back, tells the Night Sisters, here's this special glowy orb. Just keep this safe for however many freaking years. And then he just jumps back. I'm
Yeah.
convincing myself of this.
You're convincing me as well, because there has to be some kind of explanation for that. Otherwise, it's like, it's kind of random. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
To just put that in
And-
there, like,
It's still too early to know.
The facts are lining up, Steph. You have
Okay.
to admit it.
We haven't seen that Inquisitor and Sabine in the same place yet. So
Yes.
if the Inquisitor hesitates, then I would have I would have an inkling.
Your baby boy is evil.
Like I said, he can talk anybody into anything. That is the power of Thrawn.
I could go back for a tiny second to the map.
Okay,
and,
yeah.
and be a bit salty about it. Just a
Okay.
tiny bit salty, because I that's me. I'm salty.
Bring the
Elite.
salt. Bring
Be the
it.
salt.
You know this from the rest of us. That solution was way too easy. I'm sorry. I was like, I mean, it's right in front of you. You can see it on the freaking globe as well. And I'm like, oh, just turn this and this.
See, those of us who grew up with the Rubik's cubes be like, okay,
Yeah.
you just turn the thing and I
But
agree.
they didn't have Rubik's
I agree.
cubes.
We don't know.
I haven't seen any.
Well, have you seen someone be not allergic to explosions?
True.
I'm just saying. Same logic.
Shut up, Tom.
I will say that as the closing credits rolled on the first episode, beautiful, just the music and the graphics, and I was just like blown away. But then I was like, but we haven't seen Chopper yet.
But we got Chopper.
But we
got
did.
Chopper.
We got
And
got some Chopper in
Chopper
the
was
episode.
feisty as ever.
yes.
I loved it. I love
Yeah.
like how there were like explosions going on around him and he's like bang 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 against the side. Like, god damn it, what the hell is going on?
Yep. Yeah. Which is a very, very fair thing to do. Like, I'm out here.
He's like, excuse me. And then he's like
Why'd you touch my
accusing
stuff?
Hera, like,
Oh, my favorite thing was
yeah.
him picking stuff
Yeah,
up
picking
and just
stuff up,
throwing
just
shit
tossing
behind
it.
him.
Like, did you go through my stuff? Like what the hell?
Somewhere on the ground in Corellia, someone's just sort of walking around and gets pelted.
And dies.
Yeah, maybe they're allergic to terminal velocity now.
Oh, maybe Chopper did have some kill
We don't
count
know.
there.
Yeah,
We don't know.
I'm gonna have to go back and check.
Although I have to highlight this because I was so happy when he popped up. The officer in episode 2 is played by the wonderful Peter Jacobson, who played Dr.
Yes!
Taub in House MD, and he was also in Fear the Walking Dead, and I love that man so much. So when he popped up, I was
It's
like,
so good.
Dr. Taub, you're back. I'm so happy. Why are you evil? Happy days.
You didn't get thrown, but you got something.
Yes.
You didn't get thrown.
They
You
were
got second
thinking
best.
about me. Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
Exactly. I was like, okay, fine. Kinda.
They're just giving you an appetizer.
Yeah. Which is like, that's the least you can do after not showing the blue booty.
No blue booty.
No blue booty.
I'm so sad.
No blue booty, no lock
Oh.
wolves. We're all
No,
disappointed.
yeah. No chopper deaths that we know of.
Right.
True.
We didn't see them.
So Morgan joins Balin and Shin on, they called it CTOS. Was the
Yeah.
planet? Apparently, other people from the other galaxy had built that location to read that map. So it looked pretty ancient. So that's why I was still I think it was the Night Sisters somehow knew of these other people long time ago and knew how to find them again.
I'd say they're probably Chiss.
Well, it's interesting you say that because they're saying it's a whole other galaxy, whereas I thought Chiss space was more in the wild space of the current galaxy, but maybe.
But it could have been like, pilgrimage and like settlers. It could have like been like, we're here and then we're like, because they're like a massive just sort of group. They could have just been like, we want to be here and everywhere because we want to rule everyone because everyone else sucks.
They rode the Purgil in, like the Valkyries.
Just rope, just like, yeehaw.
Just roped them. And bunch of blue booties.
They've got like cowboy hats on. They've got cowboy hats on as well. Imagine Cowboy Thrawn. Cowboy Thrawn riding a Purgil.
In chaps.
In chaps.
Assless
Obviously.
chaps.
Anyway.
I would pay to see that.
He's just riding with one hand, just like, yeehaw. Yeah. He's just like, howdy, galaxy. He's holding the Purgil in one hand, the whip in the other.
Come for the Star Wars, stay for the naughty.
I love that. I love that. I'm going to see it in my dreams, hopefully.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
That's the next
Make it happen. Make it happen. Inception style.
I didn't catch the name of the location that Balin said. Apparently, Jedi children talked of it, and there was a name associated.
Yeah, it started with a P.
PP?
No.
Yeah.
But what about the new ship, the Eye of Sion? Isn't that what it's called?
Yeah, that was what she called it. That's why they got that hyperdrive.
Looked like a giant hyperspace ring.
Yeah,
like
it did.
Yeah,
the
that's
Jedi
what we were
Starfighters.
thinking. Yeah. Well, Morgan has a connection to Thrawn that I think Lily Kay wants to have, which is that he calls to her across time and space.
He calls to me too in my dreams. So, I already have that.
We're going to Corellia, and that made me happy because we've seen Corellia in live action before. That was pretty cool. Looking, Sabine's armor, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, when she laid it out, that made me feel so good. Like,
The planet is called Periday.
Yeah.
Periday, something like that. Never heard
Oh,
of
like
it.
paradise.
all right.
Paradise, kind of. It does sound like that a little bit. Yeah, it comes from all stories, fairy tales.
If it's called paradise, it's Lily's paradise with Thrawn there.
You bad.
Well, yeah.
You bad. I would just stay there. We'd go there and be like, yes, let's just stay here.
So Ahsoka calls Sabine Padawan. We've heard Sabine called Ahsoka Master, but then there was that whole conversation with Hu Yang about her not having the Force like Ezra does. And I'm like, well, yeah.
He just said it's lower than any other Padawan he's known.
Yes.
I love that.
He didn't,
And I laughed so hard.
yeah, she's like, thanks.
Thanks.
I love that because I'm not gonna lie to you. I kind of hate the whole Sabine is now a Jedi or training to be a Jedi thing. I'm
She's
like,
a Mandalorian. Come on.
yeah, like
We need
Well,
Mandalorian badassery.
it feels unnecessary. I'm just gonna put it out there.
I don't know. Will she stick with it? Probably not. I don't know.
Probably not. Yeah,
Her ritual for cutting her hair was identical to Kanan.
and stupid. You're never gonna cut that much hair with just one like whoosh. It's this big of a knife. I was like,
It doesn't happen. It's more like saw.
Yeah. fucking come
Hang
on.
on.
And
Hang on.
Well, they did kind of cut the video at that point that she actually did that. So we don't
Yeah,
know. She may have
whatever.
been sawing it for a little while.
The deleted scene is just Sabine going, come on, come on, come on,
Yeah.
come on.
Come on, just come on.
Lily and I just call bullshit.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh my head.
because it is bullshit. With
Bullshit.
that big of a knife,
Yeah.
fuck no.
Hang on.
If it would be a samurai sword, sure, you can just be like,
Or a
what's that?
lightsaber.
Or a lightsaber.
Right. Why didn't she just use a lightsaber?
Just Sabine going with the
fuck?
lightsaber.
That is a good question.
Just turning it on and just accidentally
Just
putting it
zoom.
through your ear, boom.
Yeah. Right through the ear ball.
Just earball?
Yeah, I said the ear ball.
What's an earball? What's an earball, Brandy?
I have no idea.
It's something in your ear.
Something allergic to
That's
explosion.
crazy.
We do know biology.
Well, to lightsabers, apparently.
Fuck off, Tom.
Yeah.
There will be a glossary at the end of this episode.
Poor Tom. Every time it's shut up, Tom. Fuck off, Tom.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's fine.
Oh my
I'm used to
gosh.
being bullied. It's
yeah.
fine.
it's okay.
There is no bullying.
It's only workplace harassment.
Oh, put your panties on.
There you go. There you go
No,
again.
they're in the wash. I'm sorry.
We need to go to HR, Brandy, after this.
Now let's hear from Drew Lewis, CouchSoup's own Star Wars fan on staff, who is coming to tell us his take on these first two episodes.
Hey guys, Drew here. Ahsoka, man, that's some really good first two episodes. I don't know. I'm in it. Ahsoka, she's a badass. I'm loving the Sabine thing with the apprentice and the master storyline. That's really strong. Love seeing Heron, the chopper. Stole the show, as he always does. But I do have some gripes. And here I'm gonna go into it. It's gonna get really deep. I'm gonna go really hard, and because I think you guys need to hear the truth about.
How do we want to rank this episode?
Out of no blue booty, no chopper death that we know
Right.
of.
No Loth Wolves.
No Loth
No
Wolves.
Loth Wolves. So in those respects, it was a little disappointing, but I don't know. I feel I'm gonna be generous and give it an 8. I enjoyed it.
I would give it an 8. I was blown away. I thought it was beautiful and everything, but there
were some things I want.
There was just a few little things.
And I know there were
knobs that
some
need to be tweaked.
Lily wants too.
Yes.
Yeah.
What Lily
Ugh.
wants, Lily should get.
Yeah. I really should. I'm so nice.
Mr. Filoni. You
Look,
heard
it's
me.
not a big ask. You already teased him. So I'm like, where is he? While it was beautiful and very well put together, and I am so glad that they took the time with it to do everything that they wanted.
Yeah.
I'm still a bit afraid of 8 episodes only. I am
Mm.
still a bit worried about, is this going to stay Ahsoka focused or are we going to lose that?
Right.
So with that in mind and still waiting for the big moment where I'm like
Mm.
blown away by the whole thing, for now, I will give this first 2 episodes both equally 7.5.
You lost half a point for no blue booty.
Exactly.
That's right.
Yeah, like it. I enjoyed it. I do have fears where if it might spur out to not be a complete story. And I think in my mind, I'm still always comparing it to Andor, and that was like 10 out of 10 for me. So yeah, I would agree. 7.5. Yeah, there's enough doubt that I'm like, I'm optimistic, but I'm also like, I'm not getting hopes up.
From this
me.
passionate panel, myself, Brandy, Lily Kay, and Tom, thanks for tuning into this episode of Ahsoka Chronicles, CouchSoup's podcast breaking down and reacting to each episode of Star Wars Ahsoka on Disney+. Tune in next week for our coverage of episode 3. Our audio podcast drops on Thursdays on podcast platforms. Just search for Ahsoka Chronicles. And the video will come out on Fridays on the CouchSoup YouTube channel. But if you join us at CouchSoup.com and become a member, it's free. You can join the community and we can chat about the series and you'll get early access as well. So awesome. May the force be with you, rebels.
It's true approved. I can do it.
Okay.
There you go.
Ah, fuck. Stupid. Yeah, fucking. Oh, I want to fucking kill myself. Jesus Christ, fucking cunt bitch. Oh, for fuck's sake.
No.
Oh, fuck a duck. All of my cursing at stupid fucking internet not working. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Fucking hell.